Hey everybody, it's Erica Eller, and today I wanted to share with you some of my top tips that I have and that I use every time that I travel, of ways to stay healthy while traveling, especially if you're traveling on an airplane. These tips come in really, really handy, but they work really great for car trips as well. So the first thing is it is so hard to stay healthy in an airport because everything that's available is processed, it's full of sugar, and it's full of fat, and it's not the good fat that you need. So what do I do when I travel? I'm actually getting ready for a trip right now, so I'm going to share some of the things that I'm prepping ahead of time for myself. So one of the first things is, and it's important to note, you can take all of this on the plane. I can pack a lunchbox type thing. I have like an insulated bag that I can put an ice pack in. And so there's this solid block that will stay cold for a really long time. And as long as your ice pack is solid, it can go through security, no problem at all. But so that's the first thing here. But one tip is I like to portion out almonds because that's just a really good quick snack. You get some protein, you get some healthy fat, and they're all portioned out for you so you know exactly how many to have at one time. I also found these, and I thought this was really neat, but pistachios, I found these at the 99-cent store, and so these are all portioned out for you too, so that's pretty easy. So I grabbed a couple of those for this trip because I thought that might be a little bit different. Another thing that I like to do, and this takes up a little bit more room, but it's totally worth it. So I cut up cucumber slices ahead of time. You can do it with any veggies that you want. I just really like cucumbers. And I also like these prepackaged guacamole containers. And you can also get them with hummus. But I like guacamole because of the healthy fat as well. But sometimes I can do some hummus. So this is kind of an unusual combo, cucumbers and guacamole, but I think everything goes with guacamole. So there's that. The other thing that I like to do, and there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. So protein bars are a typical go-to for people that are traveling. And so one of my personal favorites is the RX bar. And I really like these because there aren't a ton of ingredients. And so it's a lot of minimal processing that's happening. And it's just really a good, clean protein bar for you. 3 egg whites, 14 peanuts, 2 dates, and no BS. But those are a little bit pricey. I think these run probably about $2, $2.50 a bar or something like that. And so that can be a little bit pricey if you're getting multiple. But another thing that I like to do is I like to make energy bites ahead of time. And then so I just make a big batch and then I freeze them and then I pre-portion those out as well. So I have my almond energy bites that are in here, and this is so simple, you guys. This was literally like, it took me 10 minutes to mix it together, put it on a tray, and pop it in the freezer. And it's almonds, almond butter, almond milk, a couple dates. That's another binder that's being used. Some vanilla, and it's just super easy, and you get all of the things that you need. So you're getting your healthy fats, you're getting your healthy carbs, as well as some protein powder. You can also, or your protein, not your protein powder. You can add in additional protein powder to it. I've done that before. I didn't do it with these. I kept this pretty minimal. But these are so good, so yummy, and they taste amazing. So I will link to the recipe below. And then another final snack is grapes or any other fruit that you like. I like grapes. They're just pretty easy. And so those are amazing. Also, keep those frozen until right before you leave. So then they're still pretty crisp and pretty cold when you're on the plane and reaching for those. So just a really kind of refreshing snack. And then the final thing that I have as far as food is protein shakes save me when I'm traveling. And I will, you guessed it, pre-portion out my protein powder in a bag. And then I just put like 3-4 of those. You can fit them into the blender bottle here. And I just pop that in, close it up, put it in the suitcase, and you're good to go. So then once I get to my destination, I will always go to the grocery store to grab some things to keep in the hotel so that I have more healthy snacks throughout the trip to grab, rather than relying on restaurant food, and it's just a lot quicker. And so I'll stop at the grocery store and I'll get a container. I will get a container of almond milk so that I have that in the refrigerator, and then my shakes are good to go. And then the final piece that I have is supplements. Supplements are so important, and it can be really overwhelming, especially if you take a lot of supplements, because you don't want to carry all of those bottles around. It just gets so bulky and it takes up so much space in your suitcase. So I have a few of these, of the pill bottles or pill containers. And so what I do is I put in all the supplements for the day of the week. And if I'm taking things at different times of the day, then I just use a different one. So I have 3 of those so that I have 3 different times of the day that I am taking them. And then you can easily just mark them, AM, noon, PM. That way you know what to take when. So I hope that that was helpful for you. It is totally a game changer for me, and I really like having things available to me that are quick, and I just put them in my backpack and they're ready to go. So hope this is helpful. Let me know if you guys have any tips that really work for you, and I would love to hear about them. So let me know what you thought, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.